7-2 in game number 2. Trey Clugston, right there, you can see him on the screen on the mound, had 5 RBIs in the top of the second. He had a 2-run blast to the opposite field and a 3-run blast to center. Trey Clugston bringing his totals up to 7 home runs in the league, making a case for himself to be the MVP this year. His pitching has also improved. I hope I don't jinx him here at the bottom of the second. Chase Winkler is going to step up to the plate, though. Chase already has a 2-run blast in the game. As he swings at the first pitch, the count now goes to 0-1 to Chase Winkler. The 0-1 to Chase. Swings at that pitch high. And the count now goes to 0-2. Chase behind quickly here. 0-2 to Winkler. Misses outside. 1-2. Now the count, as we have nobody on, nobody out in the bottom of the second. Fouls that pitch off. The count will remain 1-2. Nighthawks leading 7-2 this game. Trey Clugston helping himself out. He has 5 RBIs on the day. The 1-2. Misses inside. 2-2 even is now the count. 2-2 to Chase. Swinging strike 3, Trey Clugston. Doing it all today in game number 2 for the Nighthawks. Striking batters out in the field and hitting bombs at the plate. Trey Clugston.
Yes, sir.
And up steps Brock Playhouse. Brock is one of the league leaders in home runs this year. Been a little quiet thus far today. We'll see if he can. Been a little quiet thus far today. See if he can blast one here.
Technically, I'm the only one that's been paid in Wiffle Ball.
See what's going on.
I'm the highest paid.
One thing Brock does have going is the little bat flip he does at the plate. It's the one thing he's got going today. 0-0 to Brock Playhouse. Swings at that pitch for strike number 1. 0-1 the count. Nobody on, 1 out in the bottom of the second. The 0-1. That pitch misses high. 1-1. Now the count to Brock Playhouse. The 1-1 to Brock. And that's crushed in the gap, and oh, he doesn't make the play. Brock's gonna go to second. As that off the bat looked like it was gonna be a bomb, but it stayed in the park. Brock hit that to the deepest part of the field. That's a tough play for Stenberg to make as he was trying to make the over-the-shoulder grab. He didn't make it, and Brock made it to second to lead off the inning. And the 0-0 to Drew Williams now. That pitch misses outside, 1-0. The count now to Drew. The 1-0. Misses inside, 2-0. Now the count. Nighthawks winning 7-2 in the bottom of the second. That pitch misses outside, 3-0. Now to Drew Williams on 3 straight balls. Drew has walked twice already today. 3-0 to Drew. Hits the zone for a strike. 3-1. Now the count to Williams. The 3-1. Misses, and that's another walk for Drew Williams. Keep increasing that on-base percentage, Drew. Keep it going, my guy. Jake Oliver, MVP of game number 1, steps up to the plate. Jake had a grand slam in game 1 to lead the Enforcers to a game 1 win. 0-0 to Jake. That pitch misses inside, 1-0. Count. The 1-0 to Jake Oliver. Crush! Get out ball later! That ball went all the way over into the neighbor's yard. And when you do that, you know it's crushed. 3-run shot for Jake Oliver. And that's going to bring the score to 7-5. Nighthawks are still in the league. Jake Oliver just been electric all day long. Shout out Jake Oliver on that blast. Chase Winkler now up to the plate. 0-0 count. And that's crushed down the third baseline. Chase is going to hold at 1 as Jack made a great hustle play to keep Chase to a single. Brock Blehouse comes back up to the plate. The 0-0 to Brock. Fouls the first pitch off. 0-1 the count to Brock Blehouse. Forsters have a runner on at first. Here in the bottom of the second. 0-1. Misses low. 1-0. Drew. How many outs? Do you know? 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Crush! Get out ball! Later! Back-to-back blast for the Enforcers. 2-run shot for Brock Blehouse. And that ties the game 7-7. 2 home runs in the inning for the Enforcers. A 3-run blast from Jake Oliver and a 2-run blast for Brock Blehouse. He was due, and he delivered. And there's the tie game. A lot of offense going on here in game number 2. The 0-0 now to Drew Williams. 0-0. And that's in play, but tough play at first. Drew's going to make it.
I don't know, his foot was kind of off.
For safe. He's safe over there. At first, Drew beat it out. As we're going to replay that. Hard to make a call over here from behind the plate sometimes, I'll be honest. We got Alex Harden over there on the replays, team captain for the Western Wolfpack. He calls him safe. Drew Williams, great hustle play right there. Gets on. Jake Oliver back up to the plate. And that's in play. Stenberg's going to make the out at second. And Jake's going to advance. Drew is out on second as Stenberg tagged the bag. I called him out. Drew, you're out. Yeah, I called you out. Stenberg stepped on the base for the force to get Drew out before Drew reached second base.
They called you out?
I called him out. Yeah, I called you out. Yeah, I called him out. So that's 2 outs now. Game is tied 7-7 in the bottom of the second. The 0-0 to Chase Winkler. Hits the zone for strike 1. 0-1. The count now to Chase. Chase swinging at the outside pitch. 0-2. Now the count. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Forsters have a runner on at second. The 0-2 to Chase. Misses high. 1-2. Now the count. Jake Oliver and Brock Blehouse had a couple of home run blasts in the inning. That pitch misses outside. 2-2. Now the count to Chase Winkler. The 2-2. Fouls that pitch off. Count will remain 2-2. Again, we're here in the bottom of the second of game number 2. Score is tied 7-7. 2 outs. Runner on second. As Chase fouls that pitch off down the third baseline. 2-2. Will remain the count to Chase Winkler. Misses inside. 3-2. The count is full. Now to Chase. What an at-bat so far from Chase Winkler. He has a 2-run blast already in the game. Providing another great at-bat for the Enforcers here. The 3-2 to Chase. Fouls that pitch off, and that bat will keep going. Chase making Trey throw quite a few pitches here. 3-2 full to Chase. Misses high for a walk. Great at-bat from Chase Winkler. And the Enforcers now have runners on at first and second, 2 outs in the bottom of the second. And Brock Blehouse now comes up to the plate. Brock had a 2-run blast to center his last time up. 0-0 to Brock. First pitch misses low. 1-0 to Brock Blehouse. The 1-0 to Brock. Misses outside. 2-0. Now to Brock. 2-0. Oh, hits the tree for a foul ball as Brock crushed that pitch. But it hit the tree and the ball just died. It appeared to be going out. And that's just going to be a long strike number 1. The count is now 2-1 to Brock. That pitch misses outside, 3-1 as Trey is struggling to find the zone a little bit here late in inning number 2. And that's in the air, but it's just going to be a pop-up, and Jack's going to make the out over there at third base for out number 3. The Nighthawks get out of it, but not after giving up 5. And the score is now tied 7-7. Thank you to a 3-run blast from Jake Oliver and a 2-run blast from Brock Playhouse in the inning. And the game is tied again. Jackson Carr was going to lead it off for the Nighthawks in the top of the 3rd. And for all of you with us on TikTok, we got our YouTube live stream going back up. Go check out the YouTube channel. The link for that is in the bio. Go check it out. It's overall a better experience over there on YouTube. Multiple camera angles, stats, music. You get that all over on YouTube. Go check it out. Jackson is swinging at the first pitch, fouls it off. Count goes to 0-1 to Jackson Carr. That pitch hits him for ball 1, 1-1. Now the count. The 1-1 to Jackson. Hits him again, 2-1. Now the count to Jackson Carr. The 2-1 to Carr. Fouls that pitch off. That'll bring the count even to 2-2. Nobody on, nobody out here in the top of the 3rd. Score is tied 7-7 in game number 2. Fouls that pitch off. The count will remain 2-2. I'll say it again. Jackson has done very well for the Nighthawks since he's joined the league. In his first series against the Pacific Pilots, he hit a couple of home runs off of me, myself, Mark Campanero. I got to give Jackson a shout out for that. He's hit very well in the league since he's joined. And that's in play to straight to Drew for out number 1. And there's now 1 out in the top of the 3rd. Score is tied 7-7. And Trey Clugston steps up to the plate. Has 5 RBIs in the game, 2 home runs. He has been Chase Winkler's kryptonite thus far today. Chase just throwing behind him, does not want to pitch to Trey, and I don't blame him, to be completely honest with you. The 1-0 now to Trey Clugston. Misses high, 2-0. Now the count to Trey. 2-0 to Trey Clugston. Misses outside, 3-0. 3 straight balls to Trey Clugston, and I don't think Chase Winkler is too disappointed about it, as I think he'd rather walk Trey than give up another home run, and he's just going to walk him on 4 pitches. I think it might have been a good decision for Chase Winkler, as Trey has been owning him all day. Trey has 2 home runs in the game, 3 on the day, 5 RBIs in game number 2 for Trey Clugston, as there's been a lot of offense in game number 2. Scores tied 7-7. 1 out in the top of the 3rd, runner on first, and up steps the dangerous Jack Playhouse, who is also one of the league leaders in home runs this year in the AWA. Not only is he a leader in home runs, but he's also one of the most dominant pitchers in the league. Almost, just barely, was 1 strike away in game number 1 from a Nighthawks win, but they lost in game number 1, 4-2. Jake Oliver had a grand slam in that game. 0-0 to Jack is going to be flared up in the air, and Jake Oliver is going to make the play for out number 2. In the top of the 3rd, Harry Stenberg comes up to the plate. Again, the score is tied 7-7. 2 outs. The 0-0 to Stenberg. First pitch hits the zone. Strike number 1. 0-1. Now the count, Stenberg. The 0-1. fouls that pitch off. Stenberg goes behind here, 0-2. The count. The 0-2. Misses low for ball 1, 1-2. Now the count. Here to Stenberg. The 1-2. Misses outside. That brings the count even to 2-2. It scores 7-7. Runner on at first for the Nighthawks in the top of the third. 2-2 is the count to Stenberg. There's 2 outs in the inning. 2-2. And that misses outside. The count will now go to full. 3-2. 3-2 full to Stenberg. As he fouls that pitch off, the count will remain 3-2 full. Great little at-bat here from Stenberg, making Chase throw quite a few pitches. And that's going to be a foul ball as it hits the Quackenbush over there on the third baseline. Shout out Quackenbush. Count will remain 3-2 full. Here to Harry Stenberg. Forcer's looking to get out of this inning, have the potential to walk it off in the bottom of the third. And he's going to walk Harry Stenberg. Great at bat from Harry Stenberg there. Worked the count very well. And the Nighthawks now have runners on first and second in the top of the third of game number 2. Scores 7-7. Jackson Carr up to the plate. 0-0 to Jackson. Misses inside, 1-0. Now the count to Carr, the 1-0. And that's in play. It's a tough play for Jake, and he's not going to get him. He's not going to get him over there at first as Jake bobbled the ball a little and held onto it too long. And the Nighthawks now have bases loaded. Trey Clugston is up, who's arguably been one of the most electric players today. He has 5 RBIs in the game, 2 home runs in the game, and he's got a chance to give the Nighthawks the lead here in inning number 3. Crush! Get out ball later! That is 3 home runs in the game alone for Trey Clugston. A grand slam. 4 home runs on the day. He brings his total to 8 total home runs. This man can't be stopped. Trey Clugston, remember the name. Having himself an absolute day. An absolute day for Trey Clugston.
Thanks, Mom.
And the Nighthawks are now winning a total score of 11-7. Trey, say some words, my man.
I just wanted to let it be known that I'm only missing a solo home run for a home run cycle.
You heard it here first, folks. Trey only missing a solo. No, you had it. Oh, in this game. That's what you're saying. That pitch misses outside. 1-0, the count to Jack Playhouse. Nighthawks now leading 11-7 in the top of the third. 2 outs, nobody on. That pitch misses outside again. 2-0, the count to Jack Playhouse. 2-0. And that's in play. Jake's going to knock it down, but he's not going to be able to pick the ball up to make up. Jack's going to just go to as Jake. Oh, and Jake tagged him out! Jake said, yeah, right, try to run on me, and gets him. What a play from Jake Oliver. Toss that on a web gem. Jack thought he was being sneaky and trying to grab 2. Jake Oliver, good heads-up play. Nails Jack right there. But the damage was done in the inning. I don't even know how many RBIs Trey Clugston has in this game. I think it's 9. He's got 9 RBIs in the game. 3 home runs in the game. 4 home runs total on the day as we're in game number 2. Trey Clugston, my lord. Absolutely having a day. Absolutely having a day. 0-0 to Drew Williams in the bottom of the third. First pitch swinging, strike number 1. 0-1 the count to Drew Williams. The 0-1 to Drew. And that's in play down the first baseline, and he's going to be safe. Good leadoff hit from Drew Williams as he just continues to get on base. That man must have the highest on-base percentage in the league. I don't know the stat on that, but I think he's reached base just about every time today. Good stuff from Drew Williams. Jake Oliver now comes up to the plate. Jake made that great play to get the enforcers out of the top of the third. He's got a 3-run home run in this game as well, and a grand slam in game number 1, providing a lot of offense for the Enforcers today. First pitch misses high, 1-0 is the count to Jake Oliver. The 1-0 to Jake. That misses outside, 2-0. Now the count. The Enforcers are chasing 4. Trey Cluxton had a grand slam last inning. That pitch hits the top of the zone for strike number 1. 2-1. Now the count. We have a lot of offense going on in this game, number 2, folks. I mean, Trey Cluxton has 9 RBIs alone. Couple of 3 home runs from the Enforcers. Chase Winkler, Jake Oliver, and Brock Playhouse all going yard. A lot of offense going on. That pitch misses low. 3-1 the count. Exciting game number 2 as the Nighthawks are leading 11-7. No outs, and pitch misses inside, and that's a walk. Forsters now have runners on first and second. No outs in the bottom of the 3rd. Up steps Chase Winkler, who already has a 2-run bomb today. 0-0 to Chase. Swinging at the first pitch. Strike 1, 0-1. The count to Chase. The 0-1 to Chase. Swinging at the second pitch. Chase falls behind here early, 0-2. The count to Chase. The 0-2. And that's in play, but and it's going to get past Stenberg. Drew's going to score. Oliver is making a run, and he's going to score as well. Wow. 2 runs come in on the air from Stenberg out there. And the score now comes to 11-9. Nighthawks leading in the bottom of the 3rd. There's still no outs in the inning. And there's a runner on at first in Chase Winkler. And Brock Playhouse comes up to the plate, who already has a 2-run blast on the day. The 0-0 here to Brock Playhouse. 0 to Brock. First pitch connects for strike number 1. 0-1. Now the count to Brock Playhouse. The 0-1. Misses high. 1-1. Now the count. 1-1 to Brock. Fouls that pitch off. 1-2. The count to Brock Playhouse. The 1-2 on the way to Brock. This is high and outside. 2 brings the count to 2-2 even. Fortress have a runner on at first. No outs in the bottom of the 3rd. They're chasing 2. 2-2 to... the knuckleball misses, and it brings the count to 3-2 full to Brock Playhouse. Kind of a nasty pitch, even though... 3-2. Kind of a nasty pitch from Trey Cluxton on the knuckleball, even though it missed. 3-2. And that is... Jack Playhouse is gonna... He makes the play in foul territory! He does it again! Can we get a camera over there? Jack Playhouse has made 2 great plays over there in foul territory for the Nighthawks. And there's now 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd. Nighthawks need 2 more to win. Score is 11-9. Nighthawks winning. 0-0 to Drew Williams. Fouls that pitch off for strike 1. 0-1. Now the count to Drew Williams. Drew, I think he's reached base just about every time today. Drew, high on base percentage in the leadoff spot for the Enforcers. 0-1 to Drew. This is low. 1-1. Now the count to Drew Williams. The 1-1. That pitch misses low and inside. 2-1. Now the count. 2-1 to Drew Williams on the way. Misses low. Count's going to come to 3-1 now. Trey looking to find the zone here. Does not want to lose Drew Williams, but we'll see what goes on here. And that's in play to Jackson Carr at first. He's going to step on his bag for out number 2. And there's now 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. Enforcers have a runner on second. Jake Oliver coming up to the plate. Jake has a pair of home runs on the day today. He has a grand slam in game number 1, which won his team the game. And he has a 3-run blast in this game, number 2. We'll see what he can do here. And that's crushed down the third baseline. Chase is going to hold up at third. Jake's looking to go. Jake's going to go too. Jake, known to be a very aggressive base runner, and he gets runners on now second and third for the Enforcers. Huge steal there from Jake Oliver. Enforcers now have ducks on the pond. The winning run now comes to the plate, and Chase Winkler, as he's got an opportunity to walk it off for the Enforcers here. The 0-0 to Chase Winkler. Fouls that one off for strike number 1. 0-1 the count. And the score is 11-9. Nighthawks leading. 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd. Fouls that pitch off. Brings the count to 0-2. 0-2 the count now to Chase Winkler. Nighthawks are a strike away from taking game number 2. The 0-2 to Chase Winkler. Fouls that off to stay alive. The count will remain 0-2. Again, there's runners on second and third for the Enforcers. 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd. Nighthawks winning 11-9. Fouls that pitch off. And the count will remain 0-2. Chase is battling here. Enforcers really need Chase to get on to keep the inning going. 0-2 the count, Chase. That pitch misses high and inside for ball number 1. 1-2. Now the count to Chase Winkler. 1-2. And that's in play. Stenberg, tough play for him. And Chase going to score. Jake is going to score. And he's going to be out at home. He's going to be out at home. I needed a recap on the rules there. And Jake is out at home on the throw. The Nighthawks are going to take game number 2 from a total score of 11-10. The Enforcers were so close tying the game right there on the aggressive hustle play from Jake Oliver, but he gets thrown out at home. And the series is now tied 1-1. Enforcers took game 1, total score 4-2. Thanks to a Jake Oliver grand slam. And Nighthawks take game number 2, total score of 11-10. Thank you to 3 home runs from Trey Clugston and 9 total RBIs from Trey Clugston. He had a 2-run blast, he had a 3-run blast, and he had a grand slam, all in game number 2. Definitely one of the best performances in a single game in the AWA this season. What a sight to see from Trey Clugston of the Northern Nighthawks. As we're getting ready for game number 3, this will be the rubber match. Winner of this game will go atop of the National League in the AWA. A lot riding on this game number 3. If you're tuning in now, you tuned in at the right time. For those of you with us at TikTok, thank you so much for the support. We appreciate it. But we do have a YouTube live stream going on over on our YouTube channel. The link for that is in the bio. Go check it out. There's multiple camera angles. We've got a scoreboard over there. Got music, some cool funky tunes over there. It's a good experience over there, good production. Put a good amount of work into it, and we would appreciate it if you went and checked it out. If not, hang out here with us on TikTok. I'll keep announcing the games. We'll keep it going over here on TikTok. Thank you so much for the support, everybody. We appreciate it. As we're getting ready for game number 3, again, a lot of offense in game number 2. A lot of great performances you're seeing on display. Very interesting games. As we get ready for this game, we're going to have the two aces back on the mound, and Jack Blayhouse for the Northern Nighthawks and Jake Oliver for the Eastern Enforcers. It'll be a good one. And we'll see this game, winner goes atop of the National League division in the AWA, as both teams are currently tied for first in that division. Playoffs are coming soon, folks, so all these games count as we're about to get underway for game number 3. We're here in the top of the first. Nobody on, nobody out. Drew Williams leading it off. 0-0 to Drew. That pitch connects for strike 1. 0-1. The count to Drew. The 0-1. That pitch misses outside. 1-1. Now the count. Another pitch misses outside. 2-1. Now to Drew Williams. Drew has reached base quite a few times today. On-base percentage very high. That pitch hits him. 3-1. Now the count to Drew. Drew's rocking a fresh new cut. Shout out Drew. Love that haircut. Fouls that pitch off. 3-2 full. 3-2 to Drew Williams. And that misses. Drew is going to get another walk. Drew constantly getting on base for the Enforcers. And constantly the Enforcers are getting their leadoff man on. Jake Oliver steps up to the plate, who has not only been electric on the mound, but also been electric at the plate today. Has a couple of home runs on the day. 0-0 to Jake Oliver. Hits him for ball 1, 1-0 the count. Enforcers have a runner on at first. Top of the first, nobody out. Pitch hits him on the hand for ball number 2, 2-0. Now the count to Jake Oliver. The 2-0. That pitch misses low, 3-0. Now the count. 3-0 to Jake. Hits him for ball 4, and that's 2 quick walks for Jack Blayhouse in the top of the first. Enforcers have their first 2 runners on. Runners on first and second. No outs in the top of the first. Up steps Chase Winkler. Already has a home run on the day. Outside 1-0. Chase had a 2-run bomb in game number 2. Swinging at that pitch. Fouls it off. 1-1. Now the count to Chase Winkler. 1-1 here. Hits the outside part of the zone for strike 2. 1-2 to Chase. That pitch misses outside. 2-2. Now the count. The score is 0-0 here in the top of the first. Swinging strike 3. Jack Blayhouse's first strikeout of game number 3. And the Enforcers have 1 out now in the inning. Score is 0-0 in the top of the first, 1 out. Enforcers have runners on first and second. Up steps one of the league leaders in home runs, Brock Blayhouse. 0 to Brock. Hits the zone for strike number 1. 0-1. Now the count to Brock. The 0-1 to Brock. Coming on the way. Misses outside. 1-1 even. Now the count. Jack Blayhouse and Brock Blayhouse, both brothers. Brock looking to take his brother deep here. We'll see if he can do it. 1-1. And that's crushed out. It's hit the fence. Drew's going to try to score from third, and he's in there. And as Jack threw that one away, Jake Oliver is also going to score. Brock's going to get third on the overthrow. And that's going to be a 1-out double for Brock Blayhouse. Gets 2 RBIs in there. Good stuff from Brock Blayhouse. Enforcers now lead 2-0 early in the top of the first. There's 1 out. Drew Williams back up to the plate. 0-0. misses outside, 1-0. Now to Drew. And that's in play. Jack's going to bobble the ball. He's going to get the out at first, though. For the second out of the inning. There's now 2 outs. In the top of the first. The Forcers still have a runner on at third in Brock Playhouse. Drew did not reach base there. I think that might have been his first time today. Nighthawks finally got him out. To Jake Oliver now. That ball is in play. It gets out of it's out of play. Jake always hustling on the wiffle ball field, trying to get 2 there, but that was foul. And the count will go to 0-1. Jake is the type of player every coach wants, as he's always hustling, regardless if the ball's in play or out of play. You love to see it. 0-1 to Jake Oliver. Hits the zone for a strike, 1-1. Oh yeah, sorry. 0-2, now the count to Jake Oliver. My bad, chat. 0-2 to Jake. Fouls that one off. Count will remain 0-2. Jake Oliver with a couple of home runs on the day. Grand slam in game 1, 3-run shot in game 2. That pitch misses low, 1-2. Now the count to Jake Oliver. 1-2 to Jake. And that's in play. Hard play for Stenberg. He's going to get him out at first. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. Nighthawks get out of it. 2-0 is the score, and Forcers leading. As we head into the bottom of the first, Trey Clugston is going to lead it off again for the Nighthawks. Trey has been an absolute monster today. Might be having one of the best days in AWA history. Trey had 9 RBIs in game number 2, 3 home runs in game number 2. He had a home run in game number 1, 4 total home runs on the day. I don't even know if I want to pitch to him, even if I was Jake Oliver. 0-0 to Trey Clugston in the bottom of the first. Nobody on, nobody out. That's a definite speed check for ball 1. 1-0. Count to Trey Clugston. The 1-0. That pitch misses high. 2-0. Now the count to Trey. I don't know if Jake Oliver has walk in mind here for Trey, but let me tell you, it'd certainly be on my mind, even if I didn't want to walk Trey. 2-0 to Trey. 3-0 now to Trey. He received 3 straight balls here from Jake Oliver to start off the bottom of the first. 3-0. And that's crushed deep! Hits the fence! Trey's gonna hold at first for a single. It's a long single. He hit that to the furthest part of the park. Had it been anywhere else, a possible home run. Don't know if it had the height, but my goodness. What a day for Trey Clugston. No outs, runner on first here in the bottom of the first. And Forcers are leading 2-0 early in game number 3. Up steps the dangerous Jack Playhouse. 0-0 to Jack. This is high. 1-0. Now the count to Jack. 1-0. Swinging at the second pitch. I didn't get that one. Count goes to 1-1. One and one. The count now to Jack Playhouse. The 1-1. Misses inside for ball 2. 2-1 the count. 2-1 to Jack. Hits him for ball 3. 3-1 now the count. Hawks have a runner on at first. No outs in the bottom of the first. Score is 2-0 Enforcers lead. As that pitch misses outside for ball 4. Walk there for Jake Oliver. Jake, that was 57. Nighthawks now have runners on first and second. In the bottom of the first, nobody out. Harry Stenberg comes up to the plate. 0-0 to Harry. First pitch is outside, 1-0 the count. 1-0 to Harry. Swinging at the second pitch, 1-1. Now the count here to Harry Stenberg. The 1-1. Fouls that pitch off. Count goes to 1-2. No outs. 1-2 to Harry. Swinging strike 3 got him. There's Jake Oliver's first strikeout of game number 3. And there's now 1 out in the bottom of the first. Runners on first and second for Jackson Carr in his first at bat of game number 3. 0-0 to Jackson. And that pitch misses behind him. 1-0 the count. Jake, that was 57. 1-0 to Jackson. And that's in play. Oh, Chase is going to bobble it, and Trey's going to get there. I think he's called out. That was a tough angle for me over here behind the plate. The Quackenbush got in the way on my eyesight as Jake got him there over at third for the second out of the inning. There's now 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Runners on first and second for the absolute dangerous Trey Clugston. I've been saying it all day. Enforcers need to get a fire hose to cool this man off. Had 9 RBIs last game. 0-0 to Trey Clugston. Fouls the Jake. Oh, fouls the first pitch off. 0-1. The count to Trey Clugston. Trey already has a single that hit the top of the fence over in left center for his first at bat. 0-1 to Trey. And that's him play down the third. It hit this Quackenbush. It's going to be foul. And it's now going to be 0-2 is the count. For those of you wondering, over there on the third base line, there's a bush. We call it the Quackenbush. Shout out, Quackenbush.
Shout out Quackenbush.
But every time the ball hits the Quackenbush, it is a foul ball. So the count is now 0-2 to Trey Clugston. As that pitch misses outside, 1-2. Now the count to Trey. Trey might be having one of the best days in AWA history. Has a lot of RBIs. I think he has 10 on the day, 4 home runs total. And we're only in game number 3. But 1-2 to Trey. Swinging got him, Jake Oliver for the last out of the inning. Jake had 2 strikeouts in that inning, and that slow changeup pitch that Jake has is a dirty one. I can confirm I've struck out on that pitch before. Jake looking good early, and the score is going to remain 2-0. Enforcers here in the top of the second. For all of you with us on TikTok, go check out our YouTube channel. We got a YouTube live stream going on over there.
Yes, sir.
There's a scoreboard, multiple different camera angles, some funky tunes, as well as player stats. If you're wondering how all these players are doing, who the stars are in the league, how it's going, all those answers will be answered over, all those questions will be answered over on the YouTube live stream. I have 2-0. The score is 2-0 here in the top of the second. That pitch hits the zone for strike number 1, Chase Winkler, 0-1. That pitch misses low for ball 1, 1-1. The count now to Chase. We're here in the top of the second, nobody on, nobody out. Swinging there for strike number 2, 1-2. The count now to Chase Winkler. 1-2 to Chase. Hits the zone for strike number 3. Got him looking. What a pitch from Jack Playhouse. As there's now 1 out for the Enforcers in the top of the second. Up steps Brock Playhouse, one of the leaders in the league in home runs. 0-0 to Brock. First pitch connects for a strike. Jack's got that curve going for him again in game number 3. 0-1. Now to Brock. Hits him for ball 1, 1-1. Now the count. The 1-1. Misses outside, 2-1.
New pitch in the Arsenal.
Now the count. 2-1, the count to Brock Playhouse. There's 1 out in the top of the second. Nobody on. Enforcers are leading 2-0 here in game number 3. 2-1. Swinging at that pitch will bring the count even to 2-2. 2-2. 2-2 to Brock Playhouse. And that's in the air, but Trey is right under that for the second out of the inning. So there's now 2 outs in the top of the second. Nobody on. Up steps Drew Williams, who I think has almost made it on base just about every time today. 0-0 to Drew. And that ball is pulled foul down the first baseline. Rolled into our production crew over there on the first baseline. The 0-1 and now to Drew. That pitch misses outside to bring the count even 1-1. 1-1 here to Drew Williams. Misses outside for 2-1. 2-1 to Drew. That misses high for 3-1. Jack having some struggles throwing to Drew Williams today. Drew up multiple walks and gets Jack. Again, the score is 2-0 in game number 3. Enforcers leading. A couple of our fans asked for a Trey Clugston autograph in the stands. I don't blame them. 3-1 is the count. 3-1 to Drew Williams. And that's in the gap, in play. Drew's going to reach first. Great at bat from Drew Williams and a great little piece as he reaches on a single. There's now a runner on at first in the top of the second. 2 outs. Up steps the hustler, Jake Oliver. 0-0 to Jake. Misses outside, 1-0. Count. That pitch hits the zone for a strike, 1-1. Now the count to Jake Oliver. 1-1. And that's flared, and Jackson Carr is going to make the out at first base. And the Nighthawks get out of that inning. No runs given up as we head into the bottom of the second. Score will remain 2-0 Enforcers in game 3. Jack Playhouse is going to lead it off for the Nighthawks. And again, for those of you with us on TikTok, all 1.9 KAU, go check out our YouTube channel. We got a YouTube live stream going on over there. There's multiple camera angles, player stats, good music, and overall, just a good time over on the YouTube channel. Go chill with us over there on YouTube as we get ready for the bottom of the second. Nobody on, nobody out. Jack Playhouse. What? Yeah. 0-0 to Jack Playhouse to lead off the bottom of the second. As that double hit the bat, I'm going to call that a foul ball. Double hits the bat. That is not going to be in play, chat. The count is 0-1 to Jack Playhouse. Double hit as a foul ball. I'm calling it. We might have to look into the rule book and change that, though. That was kind of cool. 0-1 the count now to Jack Playhouse. We're in the bottom of the second. Enforcers leading 2-0. Nobody on, nobody out. 0-1 here to Playhouse. Misses outside. Is that pitch, that changeup, slow changeup that Jake Oliver has is hard to lay off, but Jack was able to hold on that one. Brings the count to 1-1 even. 1-1. Hits the zone for a strike. 1-2. Now the count to Jack Playhouse. The 1-1. That pitch misses outside. 2-2. Now the count. Again, score is 2-0. Enforcers leading in game number 3. Nobody on, nobody out. 2-2. This is low, and that's going to bring the count to 3-2 full. Here to Jack Playhouse. 3-2 on the way to Jack. Misses low, and what an at-bat from Jack Playhouse as he's going. The Nighthawks get the lead runner on. Runner on at first. No outs in the bottom of the second. Harry Stenberg comes up to the plate. 0-0 to Harry. Swinging at the first pitch riser for strike 1. 0-1. The count now to Stenberg. The 0-1. Swinging at the second pitch. Stenberg falls behind early. 0-2 now the count. 0-2. Misses inside for ball 1. Count is now 1-2. 1-2. And that's in play. That's going to be a tough play for Jake Oliver as he just spikes the ball into the ground. Jack's going to try to make it home on this play, and he's going to make it. And Stenberg is going to advance to second on the overthrow. Great hustle from Jack Playhouse on the air from Jake Oliver.
Need some oxygen tanks on the sideline.
And there's now, and the score is now 2-1. Enforcers leading in the bottom of the second. No outs in the inning for Jackson Carr. The 0-0 now on the way to Jackson. First pitch connects for strike number 1, 0-1. The count now to Jackson Carr. The 0-1. That pitch misses high and outside. 1-1. Now the count to Jackson. The 1-1. And that's in play. Great hit from Jackson Carr as Stenberg is going to try to score from second, and he's going to make it. Chase overthrows Jackson trying to tag him out at first, and Jackson's going to advance to second. And the game is now tied 2-2 in the bottom of the second. Still no outs for the Enforcers. And up steps the absolute dangerous hitting machine, Trey Clugston. 0-0 to Trey. First pitch misses low for ball number 1, 1-0. The count to Trey. That's flared up, and Jake Oliver is going to make the catch for the first out of the bottom of the second. There's now 1 out. Runner on second for the Nighthawks. And up steps to the plate, Jack Playhouse.
You want to do it right. You need to do it up high so you don't get the lights in anyone's eye. You know?
A lot riding here on game number 3. Nighthawks took game number 2. Enforcers took game number 1. Winner of this game goes atop the National League. 0-0 to Jack. First pitch misses low. 1-0 the count. Both the Enforcers and the Nighthawks, great teams in the National League. 1-0 Jack. Hits the top of the zone for strike number 2. 0-2 the count now. 1-1 the count to Jack. And that's crushed deep! Does it have enough? It does! Jack Playhouse, 2-run shot. What a blast from Jack. As it just got over the left field fence. And the Nighthawks are now leading here in game number 3. Total score of 4-2 in the bottom of the second. The Nighthawks needed that. Again, winner of this game goes atop the National League in the AWA. Great hit from Jack Playhouse, helping himself out. Nighthawks needed that. First pitch now to Harry Senberg, misses outside for ball number 1, 1-0. The count now to Harry, the 1-1. And that's in play down the first base line. Jake's gonna take it himself and get Harry for the second out of the inning. There's now 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Nighthawks leading, total score of 4-2. Thank you to Jack Playhouse for the 2-run blast.
Barely stayed in the home run race.
Brings his total to 7 home runs on the year. 0-0 to Jackson Carr. And that nicked the strike zone for strike number 1 on the inside corner.
Damn it.
0-1 to Jackson. That pitch misses low, 1-1.
Stay back here.
Now the count. 1-1 to Jackson Carr. Swinging at that inside pitch, 1-2 now the count. There's nobody on, 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Nighthawks leading 4-2. Jack Playhouse, 2-run blast in the inning. As he fouled that off, count will remain 1-2. The 1-2 on the way here to Jackson Carr. Fouls that pitch off as Jake was trying to get him again. Slow changeup. It's a tough pitch to lay off, but Jackson Carr was able to fight it off. Keep the count at 1-2. 1-2 here to Jackson Carr. That pitch misses outside, 2-2. Now the count. Here in the bottom of the second, score is 4-2, Nighthawks lead. Fouls that pitch off, the count will remain 2-2. Good at bat from Jackson Carr, working the count, making Jake throw quite a few pitches. 2-2 even is the count. 2-2. As he fouls that pitch off, the count will remain 2-2. Jackson Carr, good little at bat for him here. 2-2 will remain the count. 2-2. As that pitch misses high. Jake, that was 58. 3-2 full is the count now to Jackson Carr. Nobody on, 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Nighthawks leading 4-2. That pitch misses outside, and that's a walk for Jackson Carr. Great at bat. Nighthawks now have a runner on at first, 2 outs, bottom of the second. Score is 4-2, Nighthawks leading. Thank you to a Jack Playhouse 2-run blast in this inning. Up steps Trey Clugston. And that's in the air to Brock, and he's not going to make the play. Trey's going to reach first, and Jackson's going to stay at second. That ball had quite a bit of spin on it. Brock Playhouse could not make the play at first. And there will remain 2 outs in the inning, and the Nighthawks now have runners on first and second for Jack Playhouse, who already has a 2-run blast in the inning. The 0-0 on the way to Jack Playhouse. That pitch misses outside, 1-0. Now the count. The 1-0 Jack. That misses outside as well. 2-0. Now the count to Jack. The 2-0. And that pitch misses outside again. 3 straight balls to Jack Playhouse, who will absolutely have a green light here on 3-0. See if Jake gives him a pitch to hit here. 3-0. Swinging at the riser. And that's going to bring the count to 3-1. Good little battle going on here between the two aces. 3-1 to Jack Playhouse. And that pitch hits him. Count goes to 3-2 full. Oh, wait, that's... Hey, Jack, that's 3-2 full. Oh, no, sorry, that was my bad. I apologize. As he walks him, bases are now loaded. 2 outs in the bottom of the second for Harry Stenberg. 0-0 to Harry. Hits the zone for strike number 1. 0-1. The count now to Stenberg. The 0-1. And that pitch misses inside. 1-1. Now the count. Nighthawks leading 4-2 in the bottom of the second. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Oh, that pitch just misses the inside part of the zone for ball number 2. 2-1. Now the count. 2-1 to Stenberg. Fouls that pitch off. Count will go to even 2-2. Nighthawks looking to do some real damage here in the bottom of the second. They already have a 2-run blast from Jack Playhouse in this inning to go ahead. Scores 4-2. Nighthawks. 2-2 to Stenberg. Fouls that pitch off. Count will remain 2-2 to Harry Stenberg. 2-2 on the way. That pitch will miss inside, and the count will go to 3-2 full. A walk here for Stenberg would drive in a run for the Nighthawks. See what goes on in this next pitch. Something's going to happen as we have 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Bases loaded. Nighthawks are winning 4-2 as we're adjusting one of the cameras over there on the first baseline. Trying to make sure we have those in the correct position. Get back to play here soon. Again, the count is 3-2 full. Bases loaded now to Harry Stenberg. Pitch on the way from Jake Oliver. Hits the zone for strike 3, but it's not because it was 58 miles an hour, and that's a no pitch. The count will remain 3-2 full. As that pitch was 58 miles an hour. In the AWA, you can only throw 55 miles per hour max. That pitch was too fast, so it's a no pitch. Count remains 3-2 full. 3-2. Swinging, got him on the slow changeup. What a pitch from Jake Oliver. 36. He gets out of it. Score will remain 4-2. Nighthawks winning. Jack Playhouse 2-run shot in the bottom of the second to give the Nighthawks the lead. Nighthawks looking for 3 outs here to go. 3 outs will bring them ahead in the National League as the Enforcers and the Nighthawks are both tied in the standings in the National League. We'll see what goes on in inning number 3. Again, for those of you with us on TikTok, go check out the YouTube channel, our YouTube channel. The link for it is in the bio. We have a YouTube live stream of the games going on right now. Overall, a better production over there. You will have a scoreboard. You'll know all of your questions will be answered over on the YouTube channel. Groovy tunes, player stats. It's a good little experience going on over there on our YouTube channel. Go check it out. You won't regret making the switch over. As we're getting ready for the last inning of game number 3, we're here in the top of the 3rd. Nighthawks are 3 outs away from taking game 3. The score is 4-2. Enforcers are chasing 2. Chase Winkler's going to lead it off. Nobody on, nobody out. The 0-0 now to Chase Winkler. As the first pitch connects for strike 1, 0-1. Now the count. 0-1 now to Chase Winkler. Swinging at the second pitch. Chase falls behind early, 0-2. The 0-2 now to Chase Winkler. As he fouls that pitch off down the first base line. Count will remain 0-2. Here to Winkler. The 0-2 on the way. Swinging strike 3. And that's another strikeout for Jack Blehouse in the top of the 3rd. There's now 1 out. Score is 4-2. Nighthawks leading. Up steps Brock Blehouse. Brock had a 2-run home run in game number 2. 0-0 to Brock Blehouse. And that's up in the air. Stenberg's under it, and he makes the play for out number 2. There's now 2 outs in the top of the 3rd. Nighthawks leading 4-2. They're 1 out away of taking game number 3 and the series, as well as going atop the National League in the standings. As they're huge shifting Drew Williams, he always pulls it down the first baseline. 0-0 to Drew. As that pitch misses low for ball 1, 1-0. The count to Drew Williams, 1-0. That pitch misses low as well, 2-0. Now the count to Drew. Drew has walked multiple times today against Jack. 2-0. And that's in play, flared up. Jack's going to make the play. And the Nighthawks are going to take game 3, total score of 4-2. They're going to go atop the National League division, and that's going to conclude our 3-game series. The Nighthawks take it 2-1. Enforcers took game number 1, total score of 4-2, thanks to a Jake Oliver grand slam. Nighthawks take game number 2, total score of 11-10, thanks to 9 RBIs from Trey Clugston. He had 4 total home runs on the day to bring his total to 8. Impressive for Trey Clugston. And in game number 3, the Nighthawks take game 3, a total score of 4-2 to end it, take the series, as well as go atop the National League. And that's going to end us here today for another AWA production. Thank you so much, chat.
I'm taking the mic.
As Trey wants to say a few words before we leave.
Oh no, I'm just gonna take the mic for YouTube. There's a lot of. What's up, YouTube chat? This is your boy. Oh, you want to hold it? Okay. No, it's gonna take forever.
No, I won't. Just put it on.
Yeah, I'll grab the one over here. I'm gonna grab the other one.
Can I please hold it now?
Which one? That one? This one on? I'm gonna do some Q&A while we're doing nothing. Oh wait, where's my phone? Let's watch the stream. Where is it? Where do you know where my phone is? Ah, fuck.
Just come over here.
I didn't. Okay. We're gonna give you guys a behind the scenes of the broadcast booth, actually. I'm a vlogger now. Do you really? Okay, fine. You can hold it. We got the boy Boomer. You know, I'm vlogging. All right, hold on. We're gonna give it a behind the scenes here.
You know what? No, I literally like every time they
You're gonna hold it, aren't you?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Or unless you want to hold it.
No, it's okay.
Go home with so many.
All right. Yeah. I need to tilt. I'm just gonna hold it.
So I think even like the plan is like even after we go back to the office. So or like stay working.
What do we got going on
That
here?
doesn't look good.
So they're not going to require.
Yeah, I got it. All right, what are we doing?
Good smelling.
The minimum pay, free. We do it because we want to be here. Oh, what's up, fellas? I'm gonna bring this over here actually, so I can read the chat. Oh no. All right, we're gonna go with this. Concession stand. All right, we're gonna get a concession stand going.
Hey, see you, Jake. Drive safe.
Kind of. We're gonna get a concession stand going, probably later this year. That's gonna be phase 4. I do, Maddie. Maddie. Maddie.
I told my mom I was like they serve.
I can show you guys a little bit of the setup. So we have all our cameras going around. We have all our cameras. We use iPhones for doing stuff. Clayton, thanks, bud. We use a streaming setup here, and then we have a YouTube setup right there. And then for stats, we just use someone's phone, so we can have live stats for all you guys the whole time.
No, my dad actually he doesn't know what to do. So all he thinks is
Wiffle ball to baseball is different just because wiffle ball and baseball are different because in wiffle ball the ball's gonna break 2.5 feet. In baseball maybe 16 to 18 inches, which is still crazy. But in wiffle ball that's why we have to have our speed limit. We use pine tar.
I've never seen my dad.
So, Grace, what'd you think?
My whole entire life.
It was cool.
We're looking to put some stands in the outfield actually. It's gonna be hopefully later this year, but definitely for next year. Oh, Joel Embiid is gone.
You can be at the gym tomorrow.
No more questions, man. Y'all are weak. Dave, the league is not open to join right now. Most of us are friends. A lot of us just came from knowing Jack.
We got live streams, so you know.
But I mean, it just kind of evolved from last year to this year specifically, just because there's been so many people who wanted to do it in the area. So we're just kind of going with it and running with it for now.
We have no way of telling, so we'll probably believe you.
Joey, we're gonna get replays hopefully for next year. It's just not feasible with what we got right now. Clayton, we're in Edmonds, Washington. Jacob, eventually we're gonna have people here, but it's just kind of hard. we don't know how to really do that feasibly here, because this is literally just someone's backyard. I don't read Korean. I'm sorry, I don't know what that says. Oh, shout out to Maddie. Thanks, Maddie. Camera in the outfield. We actually did used to have a camera in the outfield. The big tree in center field has a GoPro stand on it, but we've moved more towards doing just live streams because it's easier for Jack. Just because editing each one of these videos when we were doing them all the time took about 20 to 30 hours because there's so much film.
Yeah, I thought it was the perfect job for him. I was like, dude, you're very social.
Join MLW. We're doing a different thing than MLW is. I'm not the right person to talk about it because that's Jack, but we both have our different ways about going about all this. Maddie, I'm getting the head shake no from my girlfriend to not shave the beard until we win the championship.
Appreciate it.
Maybe until the MVP, but can't do championship. Oh, friend, we just finished up playing baseball. It is, what time is it? It's almost 8:30 here. MLW and AWA Super League. I mean, it'd be cool to do like a crossover thing once, but nah. Game is over, yeah. Peace out, him.
Yeah, can we do it? Like, I'm actually like.
See, Alex.
Mark, I'm leaving.
Is the game's done? Yes. I'm just sitting here doing something because, I mean, we do a lot of this stuff, but we don't really have like any people talking about it.
I'm not gonna be here in a week, but I'll be here after that.
As long as you're at my next game, bro, I don't care.
The 17th or whatever.
Yeah, 14th of July, baby.
Drew Williams ain't my teammate. He's on the Enforcers.
Supposed to be playing, but they had to move our game because Jake was gone on vacation for a while. So we moved our games up. So he was able to play.
The league itself, we've been doing since high school, so. What? My team, the Nighthawks, won the series 2-1. We lost our first game, then won the next two. Backflips in AWA, yes. The more you show off after a dong, the better it is. I had 4 today, and I tried to do better each one.
So far, I have one from Joe Ligma Balls, Hugh Janice, and Jenny Polwards.
Slugston, I mean, hey, if Jack has that in the budget, we get enough donations from the streams, we might be able to do those. We start Mondays and Wednesdays at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time because we are in Washington State. Tell Brock I love him. At least someone does. How long is it to center? Well, we have 2 center fields, kind of. It's 105 to the deepest part, and I think 102 to the middle.
There you go.
Yeah, right. Foreign substances, absolutely. We want to have more break, and we want to have more strikeouts and less walks, more home runs, all that stuff. The Quackenbush sign is going to be coming soon. I need to go to Home Depot and go get one, and actually just like sit down and make it. Huge fun. Nah, we're not gonna do that. I don't think. AWA and MLW do 2 different things. We both have the same end goal, just playing wiffle ball and having fun, but. You're fine.
No, not tomorrow.
What are you looking for?
The scoring camera.
Couldn't tell you. Oh, Dave, that's an idea and a half right there. So I'm trying to hold this camera just like on anything, and it's just not working out too well.
Where did
Bye.
Good seeing you. See ya.
Has there been a
Good stuff, bro.
that disappeared?
My phone disappeared. I don't know where mine is.
Probably not.
A neon Quackenbush sign? We might destroy that thing. It would be bad. Ugh. I'm going through the questions. You assume we make like money. That's a bold assumption. Maybe we might expand the league, Jacob, but I mean, it's so much work for Jack, and he really doesn't let me or do anybody else do much else other than do like I do the moderation on YouTube streams when I don't play. and I help get other camera angles. Dave, that would be big lit. That'd be awesome. Quackenbush deserves it. He's the man. We're looking to get lights first. Just because we'd be able to play night games and late games during the winter. Because it gets dark here in the winter at like 5 o'clock and we can't play. So it'd be nice to do that. Alright, peace out, Maddie. Melon, I appreciate the enthusiasm, but I hate to break it to you, but honesty hurts. It ain't gonna happen. Oh, I'd go to the Mets, sign for 1 year, make like 10 mil, come back here, make the whole league better. Yes, please. Hasn't been a brawler fight yet, but I'm thinking about it. If I get hit one more damn time, I'm gonna just charge whoever's throwing at me. Dave, I can talk to Jack, like the guy who runs everything. I would say the AWA Instagram would probably be the best way to go about it. I can let him know. Anyways, who liked my 4 home runs today? That was lit, right? Like, I hit for the home run cycle. If this was a full 9-inning game, that's kind of fire. Favorite game this year? Oh, definitely this game 2. Minus my pitching. I mean, come on, 3 home runs. The problem with the non-profit is that we already don't make profit. We're still fatty in the hole. We're like still $2,000 down overall. Melon, I appreciate the enthusiasm still. Probably not gonna happen. Don't get your hopes up.
It's like the one that's attached to the TV.
Oh, yeah.
There's like the closest thing that's
I'm gonna turn this a little bit more. Nope, that way. You're fine. I mean, hey, today was by far the best day I've ever had. 4 home runs. I am all about that. I got 9 on the year now. I think that puts me in second, which is lit because I didn't have any more than like 1 for the first 2 weeks. Melon, you gotta stop spamming that, dude. I'm just gonna kick you. I'm over it. Alright, yep. Because I have the power to... Wait. Oh, wait, you guys. I know you guys want to watch this. So we're going to go here. We're going to go here. And then we go to put the user in timeout. Okay, well... Joke's on me, I'm dumb. Here. Up, in timeout. Cool. And that's how it's done. That's what I do. When I'm not playing, I am doing that. It's a thankless job. It's not as bad as a Discord mod. Hollis, I don't know what kind of awards we're actually going to do for this year. Hopefully we do some good, whatchamacallit. Hopefully we do some good new ones, like fan favorite would be really nice, like best dressed, best hair, best pop off. The team I like the least, probably, I don't like the what team does Thomas play for? The Wolfpack. I hate the Wolfpack. Alex is a really good pitcher. Thomas just hits bombs. It's terrible. Hate playing against them. It's always hard. Our strike zone, I actually don't know how big it is. I could probably post a picture to the Insta just to show off what it is, but it's literally just like PVC pipe put together. Our season this year is going until September, Mike. The big move for AWA.
Last year we went to like October, so that's a cutback.
I don't know. I don't have really any input in that, but I mean, we can give ideas. That's fine.
No, it's not that.
Best beard? Oh, my beard is not the best beard. It is so unkept and so just like disgusting. Dominic has the best beard. Yeah, that's fair. He's up there. It's fine. But no, I'm hoping to do more of these like post-game Q&As just because I know you guys have a lot of questions for us and we haven't done like anything like that really. I don't know, Jack isn't a huge fan of doing that, so
Would not be
sitting down.
surprised if Alex took the step.
Oh, yeah, Alex took it. He just sent a message.
Did he?
Yeah.
Braces? No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't
Anything else, or are we chilling? I think our postseason is gonna end in September. I can pull. I don't know where my phone is. I have no idea. I have the schedule on my phone. I would show you guys if I had it, but I do not. I'm gonna put this a bit lower. Haha, now I'm like a real vlogger. Did pretty good today. I mean, the team, obviously, but then also stream-wise. We had a little bit of a stream issue in the middle. I'm sure if you guys were here for it, you know what I'm talking about. 20-minute downtime is not good for keeping people interested in what we're doing, but it is what it is. For scuffing our wiffle balls, the house we're at, actually, we just used the brick on the wall.
Yeah, Peter's arm's just gonna burn out.
We literally just scuff it on the brick,
on Wednesdays,
and that's it. We just scuff them until they're, like, fully done and fully ready, but there's no, like, special way that we do it. Was Melon spamming the whole time?
You don't play for like 2 months.
If he was spamming the whole time, I'll just toss him on the ban list. I can do that on Wednesday, too. I got no problem with that.
I need to like this week. It's awkward because I think I'll put it out right after the game on Wednesday.
One thing I don't like about playing here is that there are a million bugs that come out after about 7:15, 7:30, and it's so bad. It is awful. You get eaten up immediately when they come out. Oh, records. Thomas has the record for home runs for sure, and that's not close. He had... What? Oh, yeah. We have, I think, all the records on the Instagram page. Alex said he can bring it on Wednesday unless you need it before then.
No, that's fine. I don't need it. But...
Okay. But yeah, I think Jack has the strikeout record. Thomas definitely has the record.
What are you doing over here?
Just talking with the viewers. Melon, you can give all the feedback you want, but if you spam it and you say the same thing over and over again, I'm just going to kick you out.
Can I answer your question?
Do you want to answer some questions, Mark?
Yeah.
This is our commentator.
What up?
Also the captain of the Pacific Pilots, known home run hitter.
You know how it is. What are they asking?
What color neon? Well, this guy Dave wants to make us a Quackenbush sign.
Let's
which I
do
think
it,
would
yes.
be lit.
We want it.
Yeah, what do you think Quackenbush would... What do you think he would like? Does it, we got green, red, blue, white.
Well, he's obviously a Nighthawks fan.
Is he in this?
Not right now.
Oh.
He's a Nighthawks fan. He's a Nighthawks fan. So
Oh, he is
obviously
he is a Nighthawks fan. If you have purple, it'd be fine.
Are there any Pilots fans in here?
Game days usually are just like a... it's just the players, and maybe a couple people, but it's not usually anything like too serious.
Okay.
Today was different.
Fuck am I?
I said a few people.
Just excited. Maybe.
Not today, Chandler. We just did both.
How much does Mark squat?
He squats a whole phone that you took. Give it back,
Well,
Alex.
You gotta understand, Alex. About 415 on a bad day.
Jacob, I think we already have too many commentators.
Dude, does anybody? You know what? You know something that we never talk about? There's so many mosquitoes out here. I get
Oh,
eaten
yeah.
alive every time we come.
Yeah, I just talked about that too.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was brought up.
Yeah, but yeah, Jacob, I think I'm already like not really allowed to do like commentating because I'd swear too much. But I think just about everybody wants to do commentary.
It's fun. It's a fun job for sure. I
Yeah.
hope I do okay. But
Maybe one day when we start getting like more support and like not more influence, but we get a little bit bigger, we'll be able to expand a little bit. But for now, we got to stay mostly in house just to keep it simple for Jack. Can you do
strike
more, Mark?
contact. What?
Can you do more, Mark?
Lies. You can do more, Mark. Alex, you are correct. I was just being modest. 415 is actually on a bad day. So. All right. Anyways, Trey, I'll let you get back to it.
All right.
Later, chat.
You had now?
What?
You had now? You're just
I'm just gonna
moving
go
on. Okay,
start
yeah.
practicing.
Fair enough.
Keep practicing.
Jacob DeGrom, I don't really like. I didn't watch like any baseball today. I just had a full work weekend, so. Yeah, I thought he just got like looked at, and then he like gave him his glove, and then nothing happened because like he's just insane. Okay, guys, I'm gonna shut it down there. I'll try to do more of these as the season goes on. We'll get more people in here to talk and answer questions from you guys. Hopefully get some more polls and stuff going. Just because it'd be fun to have more, like, fan chat interaction. We don't really do that too much yet. And if I just start doing it, then Jack really can't stop it. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna cut it there. Thanks for watching and listening and playing today, everybody. We will see you guys on Wednesday for another riveting game of whoever's playing. I don't know. I don't care. But I'll be here moderating chat, talking smack. And the only thing I can say is that no one's gonna have a better day than I did today. So 4 bombs, baby. Tied the record for a single day. Squad. And I called it. I called it too. Go back and watch both streams. I called it immediately that I was going to get dongs today. I knew. Alright. Thanks for staying, guys. I'm going to turn this off and I'm going to put it on the end screen. I don't know where the end screen is, actually. Here it is. And I'm just going to...